then. That's Nate's favourite headscarf. I couldn't, could I? Have fun with it. All right then, open sesame. Are you taking the piss? I'm gonna do cool and you can it up your you. I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be getting so excited. Let's try that once again. If you don't open this door this instant, I will personally ensure that this building is smashed onto the rocks 3,000 meters below us. Then I will set fire to everything on this island and allow the island to crush your broken body. And after that, I'll get angry. I see we understand each other.
Don't go into the attic, oh, you stupid cow! Oh, yes, strawberry tart. Don't go there, honey, he's up.
So you are this...
Good guess, princess. You're much shorter in real...
What's this about offerings? Do you think I'm going to be...
Well, you already have been. I can't leave this room. I offer... No, not that door, right?
So, the pirates have provided you with
Correct. But then, the red... That's why I have to make do with coloured sugar.
You ate that?
I had to. I have needs, you know. Oh, yes. Marry her without...
You told me in the elf bar, so you can see into the future. What's your game?
The mirrors show the future. Or possible...
Then why didn't you warn Wilbur or the Archmage what was...
How could I get their attention? Anyway, I only observe... Oh, let him cry.
You're getting involved now.
But only because it's absolutely necessary. Oh, a boat! We're saved!
I've got the frog.
I saw the battle! Spectacular!
Is there a way of changing Master Alex?
Oh, that's not so easy. He hasn't just... Oh, don't go, Johnny!
But he can be...
His consciousness and his soul are in another place. But there is still a weak bridge connecting him to this world.
So there...
Yes, but just a vague one. You have to... Wallop! Right between the...
How can we return...
The Red Pirate has a magic, in the case of the Archmage, the Lost Book of the Dead, but without a
A magic compass, a lost book, and a
That's why I lured you.
Oh no, not him.
You need them, Ivo.
You said that the Book of the Dead had disappeared.
Well, it's in a place without mirrors. It was kept in the legendary desert city of
Lorem Ipsum.
An ancient city that finally
I'll find it. I will get these 3 things on my...
No, you... I have seen a future in which you fail, Ivo. A future...
Oh, but that's only one possible...
True. But are you prepared to risk its occurrence just because Nate gets on your nerves? I know, it's... What? That's never a valuable...
I'll get both.
It's not that easy.
The head of Medusa.
I've seen it. If you try to rescue Nate and the critter with all gun... You have to...
Would that not strike you?
Not with the right
Hello? How am I going to convince the Red Pirate of Nate's innocence? Considering the fact that I'm pretty certain that there's a case to answer.
Of course Nate did, but...
What do you mean?
Say someone is controlled by a
What have voodoo dolls got?
Act as his defense lawyer and tell the Red Pirate...
That's
Trust me. And anyway,
Okay.
He's proposed...
Well, thanks. Thousands of... I really shouldn't look, but there's... It's very difficult to recognize anything at... Excuse me,
Yeah.
all defendants are entitled to... I will...
Oh, really? Being the judge?
I don't know if I want to be.
Shut up, Nate. The...
Well,
He is not
oh,
Not at all. There is...
oh, yeah.
It...
Oh, yeah.
But the oracle...
Oh, it was...
Perhaps... Proven
Oi!
He tried.
and his IQ...
I am not.
He stole the Mary.
And did he not promptly...
I didn't. You're.
The court acknowledges the
Granted, but I would like it...
sus.
You.
What else?
But the oracle said this higher power...
Please don't tell me that you're.
Just shut... Look!
Oh, yeah.
But the oracle said...
Oh,
Perhaps it was just... But the oracle...
Please don't tell.
Just shut... Look!
nah, that was the win.
No, that...
If so, then it could get that coconut down from that tree. That is impossible.
Indeed.
You, turn around. Now go ask your higher power how many fingers I'm holding up.
Four...
I,
Strange. I knew that it was 3 fingers, but something made me...
that someone's watching me. They want, and they want to, but they won't get me.
That was brilliant. How did you do that? You mean they're really?
That... Oh, higher power! If you are really there, make a green unicorn appear. See? Just a figment of imagination.
All right then. Release me.
Critter doesn't need my help. He's just there.
Come on, Critter.
Don't I even get a thank you?
I didn't ask for your help, and we would have managed fine on our own. Isn't that right, buddy? You see?
We don't have any time for this.
Ah, so.
I'm self-centered. You just scarpered.
Critter, can you tell that person that at least I haven't been playing?
Critter, tell this. Even if I'd wanted to, I couldn't.
Critter, tell her.
Nay, it's about the Archmage and Wilbur.
What? What about them?
The Archmage has been cursed and Wilbur's wanted for murder.
That's nonsense.
We have...
I...
That would be a start. The spark of life is...
Yeah.
Are you sure you'll be able to find the Elf Burrow? Right, someone's gonna have to go up to my father and ask him for the spark of life. Then we have to head off to find Lorem Ipsum. Hello?
I'm not going to help. That's your...
Well, I'm not over the moon about it either, but the Oracle did say that I needed friends in order to
Then I suggest you look for some.
But you have to help me. I can't possibly meet Mother in this state. The gods only know what she'd do to me.
And quite rightly.
Oh yeah? Then why don't you tell him yourself that you're going to desert him?
The frog?
That's Archmage Alistair. Didn't you listen to anything I said? And what about...
I'm sorry. Boy, Critter, just look what she's done. Critter!
Critter! I knew that you wouldn't desert me. And that's good. Mother must under no circumstances see me like this.
I was informed of your arrival, Ivo.
Well, Critter, now you've...
What is the matter with you?
I'm just...
Why on earth did you go running off? I told him that he was to keep away.
You did...
What have you?
Well,
Not necessary.
Stuff's finally happening.
Helping her. Why should I? Just turns up and what the hell is taking so long? Critter, come on, it's time to go. Some gnome engineers wanted to fine-tune Mary in appreciation of our victory against Mortroga. But Mary doesn't like gadgets, and I'm happy with her the way she is. When I first got the Mary, now I understand at least twice as... When the Mary belonged to the Red Pirate, he didn't just... They did some work now and again, as this cage proves. One of my goals in life... The last time I used this thing, I blew a bounty hunter out of the sky. Nonetheless, Critter not... The Elf Burrow is one of the most... but a golden prison... The Elf Burrow, but a gold... As soon as I've picked up Critter, perhaps we'll fly to... As soon as perhaps... Mary was damaged recently, and I want to repair her. When I say recently, I mean about 2 years. I'll start the repair, but what can you do? Ivo's hippogriff doesn't seem very happy. Perhaps... Go over into the garden. There are plants and... Don't fancy green. The Mary tried to teach me some knots. I think she said she'll try and teach... Critter, what have you done now? Ivo's mother? Oh. Come on, let's get you out of there first. All right, Darn elven magic. Yes, I'll get it. That's strange. When I was here last... At school, I had a teacher. I stayed the... We waited for ages until I was... Then it was cool. Critter and me cannonballed in from the balcony. People say the water has a healing effect. We waited for... Then it... Critter... I've never been very interested in plants. Those two plants there, for example. It looked... No trace of arbor, but perhaps he was going to tie up bushes with it. Shorty won't mind, I think. Critter attacked this beehive one night. But it was 3 days before the swelling... During my time here, I sat... Not. During my... Not. According to Ivo, these are swords belonging to some of the... Nowadays, everyone knows it's better not to pick... The king and queen keep gifts given to them by delegations from... Some of them... The top hat might have been a present. The top hat... I nearly got arrested. I didn't know why they're... Critter claims he doesn't know Ollie, but the family... Ollie used to... Ivo says I just... I've only had dealings with a dragon once. The deer thing wasn't really all... I've never really understood. Dragons are rational. I'll have to be careful. If the queen ca...
I couldn't allow him to propose to you. What sort of life would you have? You'd have lost him so soon, maybe just 50 years after marrying him. Or were you planning to go into the world with him and get old just like him? That would be terrible, and I told him as much. If one truly loves someone, then it's sometimes better to let them go. You know that I can be very convincing. The human spirit is weak. And perhaps there was a tiny bit of magic involved too. If only I'd known that it was already too late.
That darn witch! It all sounded so right. I was already across the sea when it became clear to me. No wonder Ivo hates me. Her mother must never have told... Queen must have ordered the same. So long as she doesn't give any orders to the contrary. I think Ivo has never really got on with her mother. Her mother is very hard. When your girlfriend's mother is an elf priestess, and you want to make a good... But I meant it in a good way. I had to listen to a... But what if your sweaty feet are... My good argument... I don't know if I'd... His place is beautiful, of course, but... Not... And who would want to live in his parents-in-law? Bob is still sitting where I left. Of course, he's not really called Bob, but his elven name is...
Oh, I love her dad.
Mate, my boy. What do you...
I rescued Ivo from Tugator, the flying pirate.
Oh, so you'll get...
It's too late.
It is never...
Your wife has hexed Ivo and imprisoned... I'll free both of...
I would counsel you to pay.
The Queen found Ivo in the garden.
I hope that you are speaking of Ivo and not my wife. Of course.
She's put Ivo into a kind of deep sleep.
Theodora knows wise decision. It isn't a simple sleep. It's a kind of...
And when will that...
As soon as she knows how...
Year? She's got no right to do that.
Just like the polecat butters the bread of the barn owl.
How can we wake Ivo up?
Without the help...
Then we'll have to force her.
You won't... Fiora will... But... If... Oh, you'd be...
Hey! I eavesdropped on the Queen.
What happened? You just...
It was all your wife's... I was going to propose to Ivo. The Queen and...
Her words would have just washed over you, had they not found something which they were able...
I thought long and hard about whether I should propose to Ivo.
Gods and the wise could...
So she could manipulate me.
She magnified your doubts and let you lose...
But I didn't want her to have to watch me die. And I certainly didn't want her to come with me out into the world and grow...
Would it have not been up to my daughter?
After I left the Elfborough, my head still... I wouldn't condemn Ivo to a life with me, and a goodbye would have been too...
But your heart...
Later I thought I'd found a solution. I'd find a way to live forever. Then I...
Your heart was right.
Well, Archmage Alistair's...
A little girl.
Yes. No idea. And he's in the Dark Woods looking for a book that... In the meantime, Ivo wanted to organize a few things needed to...
What sort of thing?
Some book from Laura...
The book of the...
Yep, that was the one. Then we need a compass that belongs to the Red Pirate, and something called the Spark of Life.
I see. It's crucial we turn out.
Answers? To which questions?
Hey, Rock.
Something is stirring.
How you doing?
Great evil.
The little brat with the...
No. Something...
That doesn't sound good. But I wouldn't even know where to start. Ivo didn't... Or perhaps I didn't listen.
I have the spark of life. I can't help you with the compass, though. But I...
If I were to look for Lorem Ipsum...
Under the sands of the Umzu...
Oh, really? Could you be a bit...
I can't remember the exact location. After a few days, I saw...
So Lorem Ipsum is west of Bremen. But how...
It was 3,500 years ago.
West of Bremen. Your wife trapped Critter in the garden. Some thorny tendrils grew out of the ground, imprisoning him.
Oh!
Which
an
one's
old
your
trick
friend?
all priests
Is that,
have up their sleeve.
Iron whatever?
So novices couldn't sneak out of rituals early, eh?
I think they deleted their
But
comment.
The tendrils are very ticklish, especially under the arms.
Yeah, they deleted their comment.
All right then. Ivo seems to have been in a rut.
No, and no.
I'd always loved her. Take care, Bob.
I see a man.
Like? Oh,
I can see to do good. We all need.
I don't know what you're... The tree is legendary. I knew of it long before I met Ivo. The Tree of Life, as it's called, is attributed all kinds of powers. I was a little bit disappointed when I saw it for the first time. To me, it looks like a completely normal...
Yeah, they
tree.
deleted the like, oh, I guess, you know, we're not getting that dino comment. So, 'cause, I mean, the dino's not going anywhere.
A ball of sturdy string. A couple of feet should do. A fishing rod? Nah, too obvious. Tickle, tickle, tickle. No problem. Now you go and wait on the Mary, okay? What I'd really like to do is go up there, give the old boot. But Ivo's mother is a powerful priest.
That tends to be how it, like, works. The people who, like, say that they're the smartest
Ivo's
aren't
mirror.
usually the
When
smartest.
I was here, her fat bird sat in front of it most of the time. Why did she suddenly put Ivo to sleep? Did Ivo keep the fact that she's... Could that even be the... It looks like she's asleep, but her father said it's more than just sleep. Cheep cheep. Ivo, we don't get along. He's a puffed up... Maybe I can lure the queen onto the... It was his job to keep... I wish he'd done... Bob said that... I have to convince her that she's not acting in Ivo... Bob said... I have to Her mother could leave... I have to... It looks like... But her... The Oracle on Tugador... This is going to be a real... A fishing rod? Nah, too obvious. A heavy plank of wood. Not very long, but quite fat. Just like the Mary.
Okay. Alright, so I've gotta find...
The top? Lorem, I don't want to assume that they don't have a... I don't... people say.
Gotcha! Boom! Sorry? Escuchas, hola la voz.
Hello, Critter. That's good. It always...
Okay, so I guess maybe I bring Nate onto the boat. I don't know why it bothered splitting them up, but...
A pile of maps? I was looking harder. I've seen people always think that pirates do, but that's not true. You finally... Perfume out of... That's it. I vote tidied up here when we... In reality, all she... Navigation. I choose a place... I don't know what... Mary and me left. She says I haven't... Hey, Mary.
Captain Nate,
What's our course?
we are at...
I'll play along. You know magic elven stuff.
You are not a fighter, Captain Nate. You are... what?
A doer, Mary. It looks as if Lorem...
I'll travel to the...
All right. Let me know.
and...
The Red Pirate kept asking me if I didn't have the heart to tell him we used... Provisions are low. If we sail around... 10. A sailor's uniform? The Mary consumes huge. The miners, when I remind many promises were. All right then. That's the desert where Laura. Wait a minute. That's the old oasis of Ivo's father set off. The problem is, the area is large. That's the old the That's the old oasis of Bremen. Ivo's father said a notebook with some. This is the famous scholars claim. The author of this what's this? The author seems to assign. It ut enim, and even if the city, there's surely. If only I could read them. This is the famous scholar.
Hey, welcome back.
I wonder whether. Here. That's what I was looking for. The book describes what the symbols mean. The first one is. A kind of angular stone? Gemstones, jewels. That's a promising start. The second symbol. Desert. Yeah, makes sense. The city is somewhere in the Amzu Desert. Next. Feet? What have feet got to do with it? Can you only reach the city by foot? The next symbol. 3 feet. That's unusual. Perhaps the last symbol will make it clear. Mountains. Jewels, desert, mountains. The jewel of the desert at the foot of the 3 mountains. That's it. Lorem Ipsum. The city with roofs of gold is the jewel of the desert, and it lies at the foot of 3 mountains. And these 3 mountains must be west of Bremen. That should be easy to find. All right, then. Three mountains west of... I bet critters next to me... I'll mark the place. Most of the communication between...
Time to go to the desert.
Away we go. There hasn't been an airship visiting Lorem Ipsum for centuries. Time to pay a... That must be it. Lorem Ipsum. And it looks like someone has already dug it up for us. According to legend, I can only see a massive thing. I wonder if the little guy doesn't look... But it's a bit different.
Mortimer.
No, I...
But,
Here?
why aren't...
Who are you?
I am...
I'm Nate, like I already said.
So you are neither Mortimer, nor...
That...
So many people. I can't I will call you.
I can... Who is this Mortimer you're looking for?
I lived with him,
And now you're
looking for...
that...
You've seen him?
Don't tell me you dug this huge hole.
I'm not...
You can tell me.
Yes.
I...
Of course.
So you're from...
Yes. It must be here some... Ah! Lorem ipsum! What a coincidence! I was born here, you know.
What can you tell me about...
Oh, wonderful. We've always had good weather. We built the most... sold them all.
You sold temples?
Of course. We had breeding program.
That means you're traps.
Traps? What trap?
I'm looking for a book.
I've seen one.
I'm looking for a...
No, but that's just a... That book, apparently, explains how one can be...
Assuming it wasn't a legend, where would the...
Ah, the Book of the Dead. It was put into the tomb of the...
And this Tut-Tut...
He is lying under a... Actually, now that I think... What do you think? Why would...
How do you get into Tut-Tut?
Who is Tut-Tut?
Ah!
What should I...
Don't mummies have their brains removed during a...
That's...
I bet. I've got to go.
I've not got... I'm looking for a pyramid.
That was a rough conversation.
A semicircular depression. Perhaps... No idea what that is. A semicircular... Perhaps... An obelisk. It must have been... That thin thing? Metal cans. A massive stone plinth with a... I know that old stone columns often have a... The obelisk clearly had some... I know that the... Hieroglyphs? At Vir... That's the same forgot... I found a very similar... But there's no way it could be from... The sand has protected this... I can't imagine the whole pyramid was covered. I know lots of people find... You pile up blocks in... The mummy said that the book of... His burial chamber is in the... The mummy said his... A stone slab with characters in...
Who?
I found this stone slab. What does it say?
It says...
It's...
Our lost temples...
Does it say how to...
Terms of use, erect pyramid, facing exactly north. Position obelisk A, we recommend the use every day.
Why doesn't it just say which stone you have to press? I've got to go.
Bye.
I guess that's the obelisk mentioned. How am I supposed to get the obelisk onto the pedestal? I might be able to stand the obelisk upright. I might be able to stand the obelisk upright, but there's no way I can heave it onto the stone plinth, even with a lever. That thin? A heavy plank of wood. Not very long, but quite A fishing rod? Nah, too... A good captain always has the most important maps memorized, and so do I. I remember that from my childhood. You connect the cans with a string and can talk to someone across several meters, just like you could without the cans.
No wonder it took... You think? But I really don't know.
Enough.
What's up? I don't know. Why did... Yeah, all right. Without a replacement for the wood. That thin thing? I know that old stone columns often have... The obelisk clearly had... Without a replacement... No idea. I guess that's the obelisk mentioned. I know that old stone columns off... The obelisk clearly had something similar. The operating...
Yes, I discovered.
Metal?
Yes.
About...
The what?
The metal...
Who told you? One could build... No one...
You're right.
Up, if we should... No. What was I going to fetch again?
Thank you.
What for?
This depression.
That?
Why does the sun...
No.
So...
Haven't a clue.
There is no stick.
It must have, I think, more.
So...
What are...
The
Why are you... Any...
I've got...
Bye!
Fits like a glove. The reed casts a thin shadow on the numbers and... How am I supposed to get the obelisk onto the pedestal? The sun clock is fixed. I might be able to stand the The Mary should have enough. And the pipes are... Off we go.
I'll pretend.
Come on. All right. Now slowly. Ah! Well done, Mary.
Did you ever doubt me, little one?
The shadow of the obelisk at exactly 3. Now it's about... Okay. 3 o'clock. The obelisk is casting its shadow exactly on... That's it. Lorem ipsum. Yes. Let's go.
If I were you, Mortimer just about managed it.
He was in the pyramids?
Of course.
Do you know how the traps...
Naturally.
How about...
In there?
It's important.
It's like my coyote, snake. Yes, he was very erudite.
Come on.
Red, that would be a Walter, or
Come on.
in the...
We...
Oh, come on. And it's important.
What?
You can't let me go in.
Okay.
Put me on your...
Do I...
Hop, hop.
We're going...
Which pit?
Hey, stop!
I'm not panting.
Nice little place. A conspicuous...
You have...
Sure.
Yes, I'm pretty...
So, tell me a...
How...
Huh. There really is...
Pull...
Ah!
Don't let...
Great. Yeah. Ah! Right. Again. Ah. Bases?
What use a trick?
As a real tomb. What about this?
You can't take that.
Man,
Pharaoh Tut-Tut.
not any... It would seem that the pyramid served not only as the last...
No,
See?
just in case.
A press. I'd rather rope...
The Pharaoh.
I don't see any bone. You can press the oil. You can press... A chariot?
Oh, the Pharaoh. This.
Do you believe...
I'd say it didn't.
This part of the column shoots up?
Are you?
Yeah, I would jump over, but I don't know if there There are some nasty-looking...
I would suggest
Even if I get over this pitfall,
the ball should
I guess Mortimer triggered the... You can press the oil. You can't see your hands in front.
So,
There's no way...
I have never had...
Listen, Shorty, I've got... I'll set you down here and take you with me when I come back.
Very well.
Cast off.
I can't read the names of those places. They're too tiny.
Nope, me neither.
So,
I think we all
really
know who's responsible
hoping
for that.
I go the right place.
You stay here.
Give me the damned elf immediately!
There's no damned elf here. Get lost.
An unhealthy...
Hey!
I'm,
Those aren't for you. If you want to take part,
Nope. I'll keep... Colorful cloths. It's a powerful fortune. Not much escaped the brat's magic. This hammer is one of the lucky few. That's the third biggest flower I've ever seen. The flower is too pretty. That's some trans... There must be... When Ivo told me about sea... Even if the power of the brat's sorcerer grandpa is... It looks like the old hag doesn't dare venture into the palace. Not a bad idea, Lady Van B...
Yeah.
My name is Wayne Schlegel, from the Seastone Life and Accident Insurance Company.
What do you want?
There was an accident here. A pirate lost an eye. Now he has to wear a wooden leg.
There's no one apart from that damned red pirate.
What you've done with this, just like in Seastone, you and your...
Thank you very much. Politicians so seldom receive the thank. One works tirelessly for years on end for oneself and one's friends, and do the elect...
Sad. There. You said before that the red pirate...
A thieving elf! She robbed me while I had to deal with the rest of...
You've been to Elfborough? I heard...
We couldn't get in. Protective charms that...
What a shame.
And then I go back home and find I've been robbed by that damned elf and her mob. They will suffer the
You seem to have considerable magical power at your...
If it were really so simple, that red scoundrel threatened us. Us! Ancient, divine magic.
Perhaps I could go in... I'm an insurance salesman. No one would dare do anything...
That's true. And every hour that I go in...
Then I may...
Yes, yes.
Stop! Stop right there!
Whoa, whoa, put that thing away.
Nate? Have you seen what they've done to my island?
Van Buren's convinced that Ivo's still here.
I'd do that at a drop of a hat. That elf, she was trying to drive me crazy. Do you hear what she said about the...
Van Buren isn't going to believe that Ivo's not here.
You've got to get that old bag off my island now.
I'm here because I need the spirit compass.
What? Not because you missed my company?
And because I've missed your company. A friend of mine won't find their way out of the realm of the dead without it.
I don't care about that. It's my compass. Right, Pierre? Right. You see?
How about I...
You get rid of them both.
That's the deal.
William, what do you... Good old Bill. All you ever think... All right, Nate. If you get those two monstrosities off my island, I'll lend you the compass.
Deal.
Deal!
I've got to go.
See ya.
The ape has got nothing to... He could easily take me out if I try to steal. The Medusa head is the only... No one in their right mind picked... Those aren't really fancy. If they were, few books are consulted for...
Just one more piece!
Hey,
Nate!
Come on.
Your life wasn't so boring over the past few years.
You know why I'm here?
Of course, Prince... Isn't it sad? An elf...
I'm going to prevent...
And I hope you're successful.
Ivo's father said
That would be a bad idea.
So how can I convince Ivo's mother?
Isn't she? The future's in constant. A powerful priestess like her might be able to see more, but clear.
She thinks Ivo's thrown her life away. And she thinks it's impossible that she could be happy with a child. Or with me.
A difficult task that you do. Come on, number 3! Run!
Ivo's pregnancy.
Ivo said you weren't the father.
I'm not the oracle with 100
Eyes that are blind if there's no. Ivo seemed very surprised by the news herself. She.
A curse. Can I have that?
Of course not!
I could always keep an eye on Ivo with you.
It's already useful. I mean, anyway, I've never given any of my mirrors away.
Rewind, delete, stupid. This little mirror came from a...
Is that... Oh. Do you know what you've got there?
I'll take that as a yes then.
That's thousands of years old. All the classics you can watch in it.
Wanna swap? The mirror, the first one, thousands of years...
Yes, of course. Wow. Mirrors used to be so small.
I gotta go.
Yes.
Ivo is still asleep in her bed. Nothing is... Not my style. Looks kind of ceremonial, but there's no reason. Lady...
Yes.
I've spoken to the Red Pirate. He's...
Of course he says that.
I haven't seen her.
Then you haven't looked properly enough.
Then I may take...
Yeah.
You step... We should do something. I like Critter. Rabbit costume with a... I'd have liked to have seen Ivo in that. Ah, Randolph. My Critter and Randolph don't really get on. Hey, Randolph. That always... I like looking for... It's not... Perfume atomizer... Most... No, the hand and... Here, for you. Take this. A heavy plank of wood. Here, for you. Hello there.
What are you...
A tea?
Exactly like it. I've got a table, tea, and love the Mad Hatter. And then I'll get...
And this hatter and...
No, they will come here. I always get... And they all have to bring me presents, and when the Hatter... Right!
As soon as...
Who is this?
He's a...
And what is it that makes...
He wears a top hat and a colorful neckerchief, and I'm not sure why he's mad, but he is.
I see. A white rabbit?
You think?
Yeah, and perhaps you should give him a watch if he does...
No, my...
I've got...
Yes?
The woodland realm with the Elfborough in the middle. As long as... Cast off! A green top hat. Cast off! Wasn't there a... I should be able to find white. Anything else? Nah, nothing of use. Hello.
Just...
Sure, completely insane.
You must be really mad if you're making fun of me.
I've got a great get.
A what?
If you pull the string tight and someone speaks into the tin at one end, you can hear what he says at the other end.
That's completely lame. If you want something, then you could just scream loudly for it.
But it's not lame.
It is! And totally impractical, with all those cables and all. Huh. Now it'll work without the stupid cable.
Even better.
Say what? That isn't a present! I want a real present! Something that I can...
And,
Good ones! Anyone wishing to...
and what?
I like sweet and...
Cast off. Cast off. I don't know if it's the best perfume ever, but as I made it, chances are... Cast off. I've got a wonderful perfume for you.
Perfume? Achoo!
Splendid, isn't it? All the ladies in Lorem Ipsum are wearing it this season.
But it's making my eyes water.
That's how it has to be. Don't you know the saying, one must suffer to be beautiful? You shouldn't really be wearing this kind of thing yet. It's only for the big girls.
Only for grown-ups?
Yes, little girls shouldn't wear perfume. Only women of the world.
I am a woman of the world.
I thought so. But don't tell your mother anything about it.
Thank you. What a lovely present. Please take a seat, Mr. Hatter.
At once, milady. I, just want to watch out for my friend, the White Rabbit.
It's about...
We haven't got a present for that brat yet, and I don't want to see Critter in drag for any longer than necessary. You should give Nate the compass. Ah!
Huh? Nate, was that you?
Fuck.
Scott!
Hey, what's up? Glazed giant beetle? Oh, that thing. I mean, I've heard a lot of people aren't getting it though. Like, 'cause it's only for new accounts, but then like some old accounts, and then new accounts aren't even like, you know, new as in like the last week. Like people who made an account yesterday don't qualify. It's only if you made a character today. Like a lot of people aren't getting them.
Give Nate the compass, bird brain.
Did you say that?
Huh?
Be careful.
William's dead. I've had enough of
You ungrateful.
no one.
Fatty? I won't be in.
And
Oh. No, who's gonna talk to me now?
Actually, according to the Neverwinter Twitter, it's not coming to existing players. Like, it's not being given out to existing players. Like, they flat out said on their Twitter that it's just for new players and that they're in the future gonna try to do things like this for their existing players, but that this one's just for new players. Not according to their PR team on Twitter. Like on Twitter, they literally said it's not for existing players and it never will be. That it's just for new players.
I think the parrot is. Cast off. Thank you. Cast off. fine white powder. Hey, you up there. Are you hungry? Gotcha! The Van Buren brat is expecting a Mad Hatter and a White Rabbit at her I've got an idea. Oh, it worries me a little. All right. You're... May I introduce you to the White Rabbit?
That doesn't look like a normal.
Yes, well, you know.
Oh, gosh!
Oh,
Have you got a...
Mr. Hoppy thought you might...
Oh, pretty...
Andy Tuck?
Ooh! Oh, that's such a Do take a seat, Mr.
So, Mr. Hoppy and I are here. Wasn't...
Uh-huh. Mommy, it's
What? It's lovely that you found someone to...
You promised me the biggest of
But darling, that...
Where is it?
But darling, we already talked about this. You mustn't get...
I want...
Of course, of course. You can choose something from the shop. I can't do anything here by the look of it.
Delicious. It's impossible to keep your hands off this kind of thing.
Yeah, it's the same way. The people who have it already who aren't new players are like sponsored basically
Not proud.
and paid for content by like it's paid content. But it will never be a free thing the way it's a free thing for new players. And that's why people are mad. It's kind of the same way they did that fake giveaway a while back for that Black Panther with like the rainbows behind it. And they were like, you know, just take a screenshot of you dancing in the game.
Would you like
And the first, like, the best 5 that respond to their
Whoa,
tweet
Betty.
would
Someone's got one hell of a
get,
sweet tooth.
whatchamacallit,
I haven't got any more.
would get, the Panther. Except only 4 people responded. And yet, 5 people won the contest. And of those 5 people, none of them were the ones who responded to the tweet. And 17 people were already shown streaming with this limited edition Panther before the contest even happened. Like, it's all set up by Neverwinter. Like, that's why people are so mad, because they gave away those beetles for free to new players. But they keep doing these giveaways for new players, and they're not rewarding old players.
There's about 200 weights of these unhealthy. Yes, go. Make sure. What have you... You... I mean, it's... That's the biggest You want me to... Not only is she blessed... Oh, Red isn't a fighter. I guess he... Good news.
Have they got...
Certainly. It was hard work. But
What magic?
the spirit...
I don't remember that. Nah.
You said you'd...
So what?
You...
Therefore...
But I need...
And I'm not gonna hand it over that easy. Out with him.
You're gonna... What did you say, Pete? Some happy... Ivo's mother refuses to believe that Ivo... Who cares if the future... Well... Thousands of lives. Tragedy...
Yeah?
The cat... I get...
Absolute.
I gotta...
Yeah.
Cast off.
If it even comes out tomorrow. They always do this. Like, I don't even know why they, like, release dates for their updates. They're never on time.
Cast off.
No, that's not where I meant to go. Hmm.
Cast off.
Nate! What's going on? Why did you take Ivo's...
Let's give them a bit of privacy. What do you...
Private what?
Oh, right.
Hey, I was watching...
It won't take long. Perhaps you...
Shit!
Perhaps you...
Shush!
Cast off. If they don't hurt me, you have to see this.
You did this.
I didn't. And you should have a look at this. Your grandchild.
Stop making such a racket. No.
Well.
You want to see into the future and find out what you've done to her? I'll show you.
Why don't you ask Granny whether she'll tell you a story?
Don't call me Granny.
A story, a story!
Do you really want to keep her imprisoned here so that she hates you for the rest of her life?
Granny tells the best stories!
All right then. What story do you want to hear?
No. I see I was wrong.
I made a decision for Ivo once because I thought it was the best for her. It broke my heart, and it was wrong. Only one person should make decisions on a...
Oh, you stunned me. Not quite so far.
How much time?
A little. The humanist... Isn't... He could... Ivo. One can...
And apologies will not...
No, they don't. Ivo.
See you later, Mother.
What's taking so long?
I fetched this.
Are you okay?
Yes. Dad says I have you to thank.
I didn't want to just leave. And while I was at it, I just...
Then you'll help me transform Alistair back?
What do you mean? The critter and me did all the work.
Oh, you.
We'll bring out...
I don't want anything else. Now let's get out of here. Get some
You heard, critter. Cast off.
Oh yeah, the original movies. The original actors coming back.
Cast off.
I'm like super pumped. I like all the classic horror films. Back like when horror films were horror. And there's actually this thing I want to do this year. Or maybe, well, hopefully this year. But it's, I also really like camping, and there's a kind of like haunted house, but it's
Impressive. Did you
a
excavate all this?
haunted camping
We had some
experience, but it's hands-on.
He's waiting in the
So
pyramid.
while
The
you're
entrance of which we
sleeping
critter opened
for,
all on our own.
I think it's like a 4-day weekend, while you're doing this, you're trying just to survive, because the entire time you're getting stalked by monsters. In the middle of the night, they can come wake you up and grab you out of your tent, while you're like living your life during the day. Like if you are walking somewhere during the day, they can just like take you, and then like you have to try to like survive and like escape the monsters and run back to your camp. Like it's really cool.
The sundial works incredibly well. It tells me it's high time to get on with things.
Well, it's gonna be the sister's kid, isn't it?
Oh, no, 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 no.
Mortimer?
Oh, I am not going to talk to you.
You know each other?
We know each other?
I don't know what it's doing here, but for the sake of my sanity, I'm going to ignore it.
You really do know each other.
What's wrong with her?
A hole at shoulder, only a
Right. Again.
In former times, this pyramid was probably...
Ah.
A spark of life from my father. Ancient, powerful. Even my elf, I don't... This makes me look like a real mother's... Thank you. Here, take this.
Thank you. One trap less. The ball must weigh tons.
Very.
I guess the pit used to be covered. Mortimer. Nothing's moving any. There's some nest.
I would.
The ball must weigh tons.
Very.
Right. Again.
A bronze chisel has been wedged. Surprising. Well, I guess the...
Thank you. The plank isn't long enough to bridge the pit, and I don't want to put it in on a... Right. Again. Ah. What the devil?
Oh, scarabs. We often use them in traps. They eat the...
Yeah.
Hey.
Hard shells.
Thanks to Critter, I can see enough. I won't set a foot in the room with...
That strikes me as a
Perhaps... Okay, they seem to really like it. Is there any way to lure them off?
Those are elite beetles. Did you know?
Perhaps they'll see me as a...
Or they'll kill you.
Perhaps they'll see...
Or...
At least I don't... The dunk... They're running back and forth on the walls of the hole. I won't set a foot...
That...
Run, my little workers! Go forth and get yourselves the mother of all dung balls! They're doing it. However, not very clever. All right, then. A grate, and some kind of enclosure behind it.
What has happened?
I'm no zoologist, but it might...
But this...
Yeah, but that's because... A wheel in the wall, judging by its
Quite right. We had blood.
The basilisks don't... And now it's... A board full of...
Behind such...
That thing's a...
Indeed. If you can't step... Well...
Alrighty.
No!
Present?
Read, fool.
Ooh, that... Huck! What do you do?
I will continue to...
She must have been dead.
Huck!
Okay. Let me guess.
Yeah.
How do you...
You have to...
I guess you need to turn... However... All right, Randall. Pull the... All right, stay... Here, you might need this more than me.
Is it
No,
quite a lot of work?
Lorem Ips.
Do you know how to open?
You have to set the right code. It is yellow.
You.
Why?
Various hammers. What's this?
That's just a standard time manipulator. It stops time for a few seconds, but the plumb line will allow you.
I think I'll stick with it. There's some kind of lever. Nice. There's some kind. That could work. I wonder whether.
Only if.
Perhaps. You'd have to be a contortion. Nice. Nothing? Here. But be careful.
That's it.
Wow.
The burial chamber of Pharaoh Tut-Tut.
Yes, that's him. Did you ever see such an ugly fellow?
So that's probably the Book of the Dead.
Looks like it. Let's grab it and get out of here.
No.
Oh, sure, I am. Just wanted a peek.
I say, this is him. You built me.
Venerable Tut.
Yes,
You?
it would appear. Hey, help me get King Tut.
In any case,
Where did you get that idea, mortal?
That much is...
the Pharaoh's golden must have been. Just look at him. Either Tut used to be much bigger, or the statue, it noted. The murals seem to have something to do with this board with perhaps a kind. The murals seem to have a board with 5, 9, 6, no idea. This tunnel is clearly much more recent than the rest.
Hey.
All right. What did Tut-Tut say? You have to move the figure to one of the treasure fields without the golem catching you. The rest I'll probably just have to try out. Done. The present of the Pharaoh for his favorite concubine. Still wrapped. Jewelry? Gems? Is that really clothing? It feels somehow right. Hey, Mary.
Captain.
Never in my wa-
Only little.
He's on a danger.
Aren't you?
Nah, all right.
And
Well, this is a look. I'm pretty good, and you?
Don't get jealous.
I don't think I want to know.
Do you think you could take over?
Yep, no.
The statue, it no... The statue, it no... Hi,
Greeting.
I'm quite...
I'm sure.
When we were coming in, and I...
Well,
I'd never...
of course. With
When I...
oh, shower.
The book of...
What is?
Don't you think...
Oh,
You'd never have got in here without me. I even carried...
do.
What are these balls?
This is the Nim game. My favorite. I'm unbeatable.
Really?
Well, yes, each of us takes turns to remove, but only marbles from one. And whoever takes the last. Do you want to play?
Off we go. You start.
Well, I've won.
But only because you were lucky.
That's not luck. That is strategy. Superior intellectual stuff. You want to play?
Off we go. You start.
Well, I've won.
But only because you were lucky.
That you...
Right then.
Well, but that you...
Right then.
Well, don't that you.
Right then.
Damn it, what the
Well,
hell?
But only because...
That you.
Off we go. You start.
Well, but only that you.
Off we go. You start.
But only that you.
Not now. Perhaps later.
Very well.
Look.
Thank you. Thank you.
What are you doing?
I am,
Oh, no one must be able to reveal the...
on second thought.
Impressive. Looks even... Pharaoh Tut-Tut, the leg... I will not... I'd
What are...
Think I could
Oh, go ahead. No one must be able...
on second. Take this.
Thank you.
Here, for you.
Thank you.
What are you...
I found...
Oh, no...
Under these circumstances...
Greeting.
About this?
Yes.
Sure. Ivo.
Good idea.
All right then.
No.
No.
Well, don't that you...
Sure.
Good idea.
All right.
Sort. The statue is Nate's keeping the pharaoh.
Ha!
Are you sure?
Of course.
But I thought that made me the
No. Whoever takes the last...
win.
But that...
Yep.
But...
It certainly would be better that way. What would your people say if the godlike
They must...
you could bribe?
Yes. Or I could have you squashed by my golem.
A bribe?
Aha! Of course. What would...
The Book of the Dead?
It's in exchange.
Agreed. The Book of the Dead. So what now?
Just missing the compass now.
To the Red Pirate. I'll have a look where the...
If we'd known about this passage before...
Perhaps MacGuffin wanted to protect the tomb.
Cast off. It's not safe for you on the island. Van Buren could return.
In that case, it won't be safe.
Yes.
Oh well.
I will.
Why are you stuck in a corner right now?
Cast off. Thank you. Cast off. Not only... Is this... I would think... Think about it. How... Look what magic can do. Do you... Run! It's me again. Maybe take... Hook.
Did William just...
Huh? Dunno.
Why shouldn't...
I'd better not. Old Redwood...
He did...
Who moved?
William, he wants to tell me...
You mean that... this?
Badly?
Yeah, you turn... And how are you going to protect yourself?
Oh, I won't let...
Don't blink. Time to have...
No! What do you want?
They want...
I didn't give you...
Perhaps you can...
No!
That worked better than I...
Oh,
The spirit. Now we've got everything we need.
Gulasam, Erith, Barium, Eccentric.
Good. And now the spark of life.
What?
Archmage!
Why am I a frog?
Yeah, why is he still...
We've brought his spirit back into this world, turning him human.
But there is a simple way to change. It just needs to be kissed.
Oh, but I don't understand. Why is Ivo pregnant?
The artifact.
Huh?
The artifact of divine fate can fulfill. If one spends enough time in the presence of... It keeps working.
But I didn't wish for it.
I'm not saying...
Well, yeah.
You did this? You wanted to start?
That's... Yes.
Yes! Yes!
Congrats.
Soon we'll be a real family. And we didn't even have to have that sex thing to do it.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Now, tell me, what has happened?
You were changed into a frog by the little Van Buren.
There was a golem and Monkus.
He tricked Wilbur.
But then there was this incredible magical energy.
That was the little brat. She'd got hold of Wilbur's wand, and because she's...
Wilbur's magic wand is the wand of...
She's transformed half of Seastone, and she's been here too. I've seen some wizardry in my life, but what this girl's been up to? Whoa, Nelly.
Where are Wil...
I'm so sorry.
He's... No!
He died in Wilbur's...
Which temp...
I don't know exactly. Wilbur thought...
The name...
So that's...
Some sorcerers...
The wand. It went from the Van Buren. I should have examined.
Wilbur is doing...
That wasn't Remy. And the Van Buren brothers were... We have to stop Monkus and his mad...
Monkus? Aren't the Van Burens the real problem? They're...
A world which will perish if Monkus... Quick, hand me...
Well, now...
You haven't brought it with you. We have to retrieve it immediately.
I'll fire up the...
Hi, Critter. We've turned the Archmage back to normal, and you won't believe it, but Ivo and me...
You tricked me! Where is the elf?
Hey, careful with that thing.
What's going on here?
Alistair? This time there'll be no way back!
Ivo!
Come on, Alistair! Or are you going to carry on hiding behind your friends?
Nate!
Ivo, you have to go, now.
No, I have to help him.
Uha, kulohahu.
Mommy, I've made it ever so pretty in there.
Don't worry, my darling. The nice Archmage hasn't got a wand, and he is weak.
The wand has to be destroyed. It will...
It is the key to power.
Chantal, if we don't destroy...
Don't listen to...
But it's mine!
That's right, my little...
This is not about you and your little coup d'etat, Mrs. There are other powers at work here.
Which you, of course, will be able to prevent if we let
You don't understand. We are talking about the end of the world.
You'd say anything to save...
Put that head away. There is no known cure for being turned to stone.
That's why no one will dare question my bid for power. The most powerful wand in the world and a head that turns any being of flesh and blood to stone. We have both of Avantasia's most powerful weapons in our hands. No one will be able to stop us.
You're right. This has to end here.
You want to stop us? Shoot! We have won!
You have not won. I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
But this is all nonsense. If that's what happened, then I would be... No. What kind of a place do you think this is, Nate? Ah!
Let me go!
You can't help him now.
But we can't just leave him behind!
We have to stop Monkus using the
I couldn't give a about this nameless one. I have to rescue my husband!
Ivo.
Is there no hope then?
Yes, there is. But it's a one for Nate, for you. And if you want to rescue him, you have to go to Seastone.
What do I have to do?
I lied to Van Buren. I have no power anymore. It takes all my remaining strength to stay in the... That is why it's up to all... He must not be allowed to use the machine.
I will stop him.
Be careful. I will try to warn Wilbur in the dark woods. I don't have much...
But what shall I do? Oh. I will come back as quickly as I can, and we shall be reunited, my love. Right now, our hope is in Seastone and with Wilbur in the dark woods.
Are you sure, Wilbur?
Yes. Some villager will know where old Van Buren live.
Shouldn't...
If you're... Will you please look up...
Don't...
I can... Like...
Alright, so that makes the end of chapter 4. So I'm going to bed for tonight, and I will be on again tomorrow, hopefully all day again, and probably this, or some arc, not sure yet, but I will see you guys tomorrow.